It's just a quick review on my new Benchmade Osborne 940. This is the standard blue class box that their blue class knives come in. So if you open it up, this is what you'll see. You get a Benchmade insert that just lists their different product classes, as well as some knife care and maintenance, some warranty information, and also it tells you about their Life Sharp program that Benchmade offers. So when you pull the knife out, it'll be in this little polishing pouch. I guess this is more aimed at people who would like to store their knives. This isn't something that I carry with me, just because, you know, if you want access to your knife, you're going to want it quickly. You don't want to have to open up another pouch to get to it. So when you pull it out, this is what you'll see. It's a pretty unique knife. It's got a purple titanium backspacer, which is, I guess it's anodized to be purple. It's got the axis lock. It's got dual thumb studs. Standard Benchmade clip. I have been told that some of their other clips, including one of their deep carry clips, will fit this knife. But yeah, it's a pretty cool knife. The handle thickness is 0.4 inches, so it's a pretty thin knife. It's very light. The closed length is 4.47 inches, and the weight is 2.9 ounces. So given the capabilities of this knife, that's a pretty impressive weight. So the blade length, I'll just open it up here for you, is 3.4 inches, and it's 0.115 of an inch thickness. So I don't know where they measure that, because I don't have one of those measuring calipers. But it's S30V steel. It's got its Osborne design trademark on there. So the overall length of the knife opened is 7.87 inches. The pocket clip is reversible, so you can put it on the other side, but it's only tip-up carry, which I think for most people that'll be fine, because not too many people seem to be carrying it tip down. So I don't think that should be a problem. The only thing that I found surprising when I first opened this package up was the knife wasn't super sharp as I would be expecting it to be. I've gotten other knives from Kershaw and Spyderco, and they'll shave the hair right off your arm. And given the price point of this knife, that was one thing that surprised me. It's pretty cool that it's got the aluminum handles, and you know, at first when I saw this knife, I wasn't a big fan of the color that it was offered in. I do know that they do offer some other models with the same handle, but in other various colors, but not the 940. I think they offer the 943, which has a what is it? A clip point blade. But once I was set on this knife shape, I just went with the green. One thing that enticed me to buy this was when I was watching Nut and Fancy's review, and he was saying, it gets all marked up and it's gonna look like Boba Fett's armor, and I mean, that's pretty cool. So the green started to grow on me, and now I'm quite happy with the color. I don't think I would change it. And a couple other things that I noticed in reviews with, I guess, any Axis Benchmade knives is you see people opening the knives like this, and you know, sometimes they really give it a good smack like that. And you know, when I first saw that, I was like, whoa, that cannot be good for the knife. But after you hold one in your hands and you actually look at how the mechanism works, if my camera will focus here, when you pull the access bar back, the blade does not touch it at all. So the only thing that's touching is the tang of the knife with this little spacer. So, I mean, if you're worried about opening your knife like that and thinking that it's going to ruin the integrity of the lock, that's just not so. But if you actually just open it manually, you'll see that there's a lot more engagement from the access. So if anything, that's probably going to save the life on your access lock. But you don't have to open it hard. Like sometimes you can just let the gravity pull it open like that and closed. So that was pretty cool. I was surprised to see that you can just use the one side of the access and it evenly opens up. So that's cool. This knife is super smooth. I mean, like you barely need to give it any effort to open it up. So there's a couple different ways that you can open it up. Some things that I like about the knife are, you know, the unique blade shape is really cool. It's got a lot of EDC capabilities. You know, you could shred through boxes. You could, you know, there's probably 1,000 different things you could use this knife for. It does have a strong tip, but I wouldn't recommend using it as a pry tool because that's just not going to be good on your knife. And over to the other side of the cons of this knife. And they're not even very big deals. There's no lanyard hole. I was kind of surprised by that, but I don't even use lanyards. I just know that, you know, some people are very specific about having that. So that's something that this knife doesn't offer. The fact that it didn't come like razor sharp, like I know cutting tests are not the best way to show that, you know, how sharp the blade is, but I mean, just when I open it up and try to cut some paper, I wasn't overly impressed. And the last thing that's a con is the price point. This was pretty expensive. It's around $200, and you know, but you get what you pay for. And I'm located in Canada, and this blade here is manufactured in the United States. So, I mean, that makes me happy knowing that I'm supporting, you know, a brothering country. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I've found that you know, compared to another knife that I have, the Tenacious, it's similar in length and usability, but you can just totally tell the difference in quality in manufacturing. The Tenacious is pretty good. I've given it a lot of use, and it's kind of my designated beater knife now. The Benchmade still, you know, the quality of this knife is superb, and I don't think it's gonna, you know, have any trouble giving it hard use. When I buy my knives and other items, you know, I plan on using them, you know. So this isn't something that's going to be a collector piece to me. It's just going to be, you know, an EDC knife that I can use. But if there's any task that I need to do like some serious work on, and I'm, you know, worried that it might damage my knife, I'll pull out the Tenacious and, you know, use that. Yeah, I hope you you know, enjoyed this quick little review, and if this is a knife that you're considering, I highly recommend it. Yeah, there's not too much that there isn't to like about this knife. And you know, if the color of the knife or the blade shape or turning you off. Check it out. You know, if you can find a place to go see this in person, I highly recommend doing that, because it'll just totally change your perspective on this knife. Alrighty, thanks.